Los Angeles was a city of contradictions. Sunlit beaches and endless traffic, towering palm trees swaying against neon skies, and quiet neighborhoods tucked away from the chaos. To outsiders, it seemed like the city that never paused, where dreams collided with reality on every corner. But for Claire Mitchell, Los Angeles was home. At 23, Claire was studying journalism at UCLA while working part-time at a local diner on Sunset Boulevard. Her days were long and exhausting, but she carried a determination that matched the pulse of the city itself. Writing had always been her passion, her way of making sense of the world, though she often doubted whether her words were good enough. Her life, though busy, felt predictable until the night she met Daniel Hayes. Daniel, 25, had grown up in Phoenix, Arizona, but moved to Los Angeles after becoming a firefighter. His days were unpredictable, some filled with routine drills, others with dangerous rescues that left him drained but proud. The work was hard, but it gave his life meaning. Underneath his quiet strength, however, lay a man carrying scars, not all of them visible. Their paths crossed on a late summer evening. Claire had stayed late at the diner, wiping down tables after her shift, when the bell above the door jingled. Daniel walked in, still in part of his firefighter uniform, his hair slightly disheveled and his eyes tired. He asked simply for a coffee. Black. Claire poured it for him, glancing at him with curiosity. Rough night? Daniel gave a small smile. You could say that. Fire doesn't exactly keep a schedule. Something in his calm but weary tone tugged at her. Well, she said gently, coffee's on the house. You look like you need it. That night, Daniel stayed longer than expected, sipping his coffee while talking with Claire about everything from favorite movies to the strange beauty of Los Angeles after midnight. Their conversation felt natural, as if they had known each other for years. When he finally left, Claire found herself smiling, her heart strangely lighter. Over the following weeks, Daniel began stopping by the diner more often. Sometimes he came after shifts, sometimes before. He always ordered coffee and always ended up talking with Claire. Their bond deepened with each conversation. One evening, Daniel invited her to watch a small community baseball game where his firefighting crew played against another station. Claire agreed, and as she sat in the bleachers, cheering him on, she realized how much she enjoyed being part of his world. His friends welcomed her warmly, and Daniel's easy laughter filled the night air. Later, as they walked back to her apartment, Claire said softly, I never thought I'd have this much fun at a baseball game. Daniel chuckled. Guess it depends on the company. She looked at him, their eyes meeting under the glow of a street lamp. Her heart skipped, though she quickly looked away, unsure if he felt the same. Their friendship grew into something unspoken but undeniable. They spent afternoons walking along Venice Beach, evenings watching movies, and nights sharing stories about their pasts. Claire told him about losing her mother when she was young and how writing became her escape. Daniel opened up about the fire that had taken his best friend back in Phoenix, the memory that still haunted him. Sometimes, he admitted quietly, I wonder if I could have done more. Claire placed a hand over his. You risk your life to save people, Daniel. You've probably saved more than you'll ever know. Her words touched him more than she realized. For the first time in years, he felt seen, not as a firefighter, but as a person. But their bond was soon tested. One September evening, Claire was at home finishing an article when breaking news flashed across her TV. A massive fire had erupted in downtown Los Angeles, smoke billowing into the sky. She froze when she recognized the area. It was close to the diner. She knew Daniel would be there. Grabbing her jacket, she rushed toward the scene. Crowds gathered behind barricades, watching in horror as flames engulfed a building. Fire trucks lined the street, sirens blaring, hoses spraying water against the inferno. Claire's heart pounded as she scanned for Daniel. At last, she saw him, emerging from the smoke, supporting a woman with an injured arm. His face was streaked with soot, his eyes focused and determined. Relief washed over Claire, but fear returned when he went back inside. Minutes dragged like hours. Claire whispered, "Please, Daniel, please come out." Finally, he appeared again, coughing but alive, carrying a child in his arms. The crowd erupted in cheers. Claire felt tears streaming down her cheeks, her body trembling. When Daniel spotted her, his expression softened despite the chaos around them. After handing the child to paramedics, he walked toward her. She met him halfway, unable to hold back. "You scared?"